Thank you guys for tuning in to another Yo Spill video. I know it's been over a week. I haven't posted anything. The drive back after the Tail of the Dragon was nothing but downhills out of the mountains. It was an amazing drive. It was a wonderful vacation to Pennsylvania. I got some big news coming up about that. I'm not going to release too much information until I make sure everything's in order and my cards are all played out right. But there's going to be some really big changes coming to Yo Spill very soon. But to get to what today's video is about, might already be in the title, might not. I haven't edited the video yet because I'm shooting it right now. So, as you guys might or might not know, in the videos you can tell how much I adore the black CSX. So the black CSX is actually my brother's cars. All the Turbo Dodges are my brother's cars. I just build them and work on them and drive them when we have 5 or 6 of them and we can both drive and build them. My brother knows how much I adore the CSX. I'm not personally too much of a fan of the dual cam motor. I prefer those cars to have the 8-valve original motor, original everything, more of like a restoration type car. So our 87 CSX is like one of 750 made. Don't quote me on any of this. I'm not an expert in Turbo Dodges at all. I just know how to work on cars, so that's just how that goes. But the 87 is a black. It doesn't have the body kit on it. We do have the body kit, but it's kind of janky. So we put regular bumpers on it. It doesn't have a full interior. We got some seats out of another Shadow. It has a bunch of missing and miscellaneous parts. So my brother had the opportunity of purchasing me a car that I've always wanted. So what he purchased was a 89 VNT CSX, which is the last model year of the 89. And it's actually been getting shipped down from, I believe, Oregon, where it came from. Lou, barking a lot, buddy. I believe Oregon, and it should be getting here in about 10 minutes. So, like I said, I haven't posted a video in a while. That is why. Came back from vacation, got back to work, and now my car is getting delivered. So, hopefully it gets here soon, and of course I'm going to video that when it gets here. Alright guys, so literally as I was talking to do that intro, the car hauler guys showed up. They were going to deliver this Mustang first, but apparently the place closed. So they are here to bring me my new 1989 CSX. Alright guys, so now we got the car delivered. The delivery people are gone. Now we can actually talk about what is so special about this Carroll Shelby CSX in specific. So this is a 1989 Carroll Shelby CSX. I'm going to be reading from Wikipedia so that I don't really mess up any of the information. This car is a VNT car. So the VNT was a Garrett turbo technology that they started using on Porsches. They used it on this car. It's still pretty popular on some models, but basically it's like the geometry of the turbo changes so that it makes the car act like it has a really small turbo down low but a bigger turbo up top. So it doesn't specifically use a wastegate. It actually uses the vanes of the turbo to adjust the boost. The car comes with a 555 transmission, which is a Getrag transmission, which was like one of the best transmissions made for turbo Dodges besides the 568. It is rated at 175 horsepower and 205 foot-pounds of torque. For a mid-80s or for a late 80s car, you know, that's crazy good power. But this is the best part about the car because the turbo is variable vane or variable nozzle. The car can hit full boost at 2100 RPMs. So you can basically have 200 foot-pounds of torque at 2100 RPMs, and then it revs all the way to like 6500. The car also comes with the Shelby interior. So basically the seats, you'll see in the video, says Shelby all over it. The door panels say Shelby all over it. The rear seats say Shelby all over it. The steering wheel says Shelby all over it. There's actually a special plaque in the dash which actually gives you the number of the car, because these are numbered cars, just like a Carroll Shelby car should be. So each car has its own specific number, and you actually get a plaque that tells you this is your number car. So the most interesting thing that a lot of people will say is probably ugly on the car is that the car comes with fiber ride wheels. They're very limited production. Like I said, they only made 500 of these cars. It's not like there's a lot of them around. This was actually a barn find that my brother found through a friend of his, Jeff. You might have seen him on 1320 video. He has a little Omni that he calls a GTI. He says it's diesel, but it's not. It's an 8-valve, just like this car. It's a little 8-valve. You know, he's a funny guy, man. He's cool. He's really cool. But these cars, brand new, only come in red, and they only come with gold wheels. There is no options for the color. There's no options for the wheels. That's all you get. They only made 500 of them for the VNT models. So you basically get what you get. You know, there's not really any crazy options on these cars. So back in 1989, these cars were $16,000 new. So, you know, with the price of inflation, just do the math. That's crazy. These cars are actually rather expensive. But they come with a special wing. The body kit's special, of course. Like, pretty much everything on this car is special. The motor is like a T2 style turbo motor. So it has the intercooler built into the radiator. So it's actually very similar setup to like the Juke. Your intercooler is right next to your radiator. Your turbo is very small, very efficient. The motor is very efficient. It makes really good boost down low. It should be a decently quick car. They say that they run 14s stock. So, you know, it's not that it's slow. They're pretty light too. Like I said, the most interesting thing to me is that it's a numbered Carroll Shelby car. It's all original. Like, this car's never been repainted or anything that we know of, and it looks like that. I haven't got to see it during the day. I've seen pictures of it, but of course in future videos we'll keep you updated. I do plan on like cleaning the interior up. It does have Shelby floor mats, literally Shelby everything. It's a Shelby car. Car and Driver magazine called it a high-tech hot rod and a technology showcase, and was impressed by its engine's flexibility and top gear acceleration. They said the top speed is 156 miles an hour. We will not be testing that. Synthetic oil only from the factory. Premium fuel only from the factory. Those wouldn't Oh, those that neglect the car will regret because of premature turbo failure. We hope we don't have that. I don't plan on beating on this thing too much, so we'll make sure that we keep it with the tune up and keep it running good. But yes, so this video is probably gonna be really long at this point. It's just me rambling on. Yeah, my brother bought me a CSX. My birthday's at the end of this month, so I'm basically considering this my birthday present from my brother. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of changes with Yost Built coming up soon. We will mention that in videos later on as we get around to doing what we want to do. And hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys stick around. If you guys are missing out on the Honda content, it will be coming soon. I did get a set of Swift springs from a local friend of mine that works for BC Racing. I had him order me a set of custom spring rates so we can turn our max speeding rods into a drag, basically coilover setup for budget. Like I said, that car to me is still a budget car. Yes, I kind of went overboard with the motor setup and everything just to make sure that it doesn't blow up on nitrous. But to me, it's still a budget car. I've kind of kept the budget decent with the car. So leave me down in the comments below what you guys think about my new 1989 Carroll Shelby CSX VNT car. Let me know what you want me to see, or let me know what you want to see me do to it. Wow, that's hard to say really quick. I do want to restore the headlights. I do want to clean it up. I want to give it a good wax, get everything. I do have to get the rear bumper painted. Supposedly it was damaged in the barn it was stored in. This car is a barn find. Like I said, all original. I think it has 120,000 miles on it. I believe that's all it has. I didn't even look when I was inside the car. I actually let the guy that transported it put it in the driveway, so I haven't even drove this thing. But we did order struts for it to replace, of course, the really old struts. We did order tires for it. I'm going to check out all the brakes and everything, make sure everything works perfect before we start driving it. So leave down in the comments below what you think about the new CSX. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned to Yost Built. Have a great night, guys.